why not keep moving forward? You keep getting glimpses of what is coming, and you can see it in the distance. You can see the light slowly entering in from the darkness that you were in, the end of the tunnel, if you will. The journey where you sacrificed, you decided to keep moving forward, but you might have reached a point where you're stuck now. You're stuck where you can see both sides. You can see the darkness of the past and stay within that because it's all you know, or you can move forward towards the light, towards the end destination, the place where you want to go to. And for a lot of people, this could mean many things. For some people, it could be spiritual advancement. For others, it could be physical advancement. Maybe it's time to ditch the bad snack habits that you've got. Maybe it's time to actually start to exercise more often. And for other people, it could even be mental. Are you wallowing away in the darkness of depression? And you can see in the distance a happier place. A place where you can live joyfully every day and wake up thinking life is beautiful. And it can anger some of you to kind of be stuck in this place where you know where you need to go, but because you look back into the dark and it's all you know, it's really hard to get out of it. And as a result, you're stuck. You're confined in the darkness. You're kind of chained in this state of misery, in a sense, because you're being taunted by the end goal, or at least the place where you really ideally want to go to. And in situations like this, you have to find creative ways to essentially unlock the chains that you're in. You have to keep going, because if you're not exactly where you want to be, you will get there. You gotta keep pushing forward. You gotta keep trying and keep forging forward, whether that's through brute force of willpower and discipline and focus, or whether that means that you have to take a step back, just like quicksand, where you have to sort of be patient with it and slowly bring yourself out of it. So don't let yourself fall into the quicksand too quickly and rush with brute force. And at the same time, muster the willpower and the discipline to keep moving forward. So, if you're in a situation where you need brute force, this is what you should do. Realize the flaws that you have in the sense of laziness and procrastination. Figure out where this comes from, because chances are, if it does come from a place, it's most likely fear. The fear of success, the fear of failure, or any other fear that is related to these two. And so, you need to rewrite this trajectory of fear into something much higher, a better kind of purpose to sort of move into the end destination. So, sometimes this can be surrounding yourself with good media, good entertainment that pushes you forward rather than keeps you stuck at bay, such as like the news and stuff like that. And I'm not saying ditch the news completely. Obviously you're going to need to have some kind of recognition of what's going on in the world, but don't let it control you. There's always going to be stuff that's going on in the world. There's always going to be stuff that's going to pretty much be horrible, but we shouldn't try to keep ourselves stuck in this mind if we really want to create a better place for the world, and start to take slow, actionable steps in order to move forward. Consistent action, but as long as you're making progress, that's more than enough time to move you forward, even if that means one step at a time. And then you've got your people who are desperately trying their hardest to get out of the quicksand, but it's making them sink deeper. And these are the desperate people who have the fear of maybe missing out, the fear of being left behind, being stuck, and they think that all the action that they're taking is really good, but it's not smart. It might be really hard work, but it's not smart work, right? And for these people, you need to just take a deep breath, analyze what's going on, analyze what is really stopping you from reaching the end goal, and really analyze if hard work is really the solution to your problems, because it probably isn't if you're stuck in the same place, right? And so you have to find creative solutions to move forward. So this could mean, if your goal is to lose weight, for example, and you're struggling with a diet, maybe we've got to find enjoyable foods that you can stick to. Maybe we should try and approach our training plan a little bit differently to make it more enjoyable so we can stick to it. Maybe we need to realize that we shouldn't be subject to our victim mindset, where we just think we have to work hard, and more so, let's think more strategically, like a chessboard, for example. Maybe it could mean we need to go back to the drawing board and start planning a different kind of way to get to where we want to go to. And from then, you'll start to realize that you can come out of the quicksand a lot more efficiently, and you're taking your time with it. Maybe you're trying to desperately move around. Maybe now you're choosing to move one leg at a time and slowly coming up to the surface. And acceptance of the past, and acceptance of being within the quicksand, right? And also accepting that you can come out. Because when you're in a state of desperation and you're constantly flailing about, and this is the thing with things like anxiety and potentially depression as well, you don't really think straight, right? You don't really think logically, which is why it's even more important to try to reach a state where you can think logically. And I think that personally comes from acceptance of where you're at, where you want to go to, and that it's possible. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and blessings to you all, and I'll see you in the next one.